Hi, this is Brian Hagney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University in wonderful High Point, North Carolina. I hope you're doing well. This is for my character design course. We are just bringing our sprite sheets into Unreal Engine. And we're working on jumping and sound and stuff like that. So what we are going to do is make sure that when we are playing our game, our jump only happens when we jump. Okay? So let's go into our 2D side scroller. And when we are jumping, it's going to play a sound every time we hit the jump. But guess what? We only want to jump if the character, we only want our sound to happen. Actually, I'm kind of an idiot. I'm going to test something out, and then we'll see if I even need to do this. Yeah. So I unpaused it, and sometimes the video doesn't actually unpause for like a few seconds, so I'm just going to make sure that the video's going. Yes, it's going. I can't even tell. I'm going to assume it's going. Yes. So, okay, we've got this jump here. Well, what we're going to do to make this only jump when it's, only play the jump when it's jumping is we are going to say, we're going to create a boolean variable, and that boolean variable is called isJumping. And we know it's a boolean because this is a little red oval, and if it wasn't a red oval, we could click the little red oval and say, hey, where's my boolean? There it is, and we'd click it. So notice we can change this to a float, we can change this to a vector. You should do this before you use it in your event graph, because otherwise it may screw some things up. But it is jumping is the name of the boolean. I'm going to compile it, and with a boolean it's either yes or no, on or off, true or false, 0 or 1. That's the boolean is, and if it's unchecked it means it's false, or it's 0. Or, what else did I say? On, off, right? And if it's checked it means it's 1, or it's on, or it's true. Probably one more thing that I think I'm forgetting. But really, it's one of two states. Okay, is or it isn't. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it as off because we are not jumping. The moment we jump, I'm going to drag isJumping variable into my little event graph, let go, and I'll say get isJumping. Because what I'm going to do is set up a little relationship. I'm going to say, check to see if it's jumping. If it isn't jumping, then play the sound. Okay, and that's called a branch. And everyone should know branch. Branch, branch, branch. Branch is the if-then of Unreal Engine. So I'm going to type in branch. Well, first I'm going to right-click here. Type in branch. Not branch. Branch. There it is. Branch. And I'm going to say, when I jump, go to this branch. When I jump, go to this branch. It's going to check, am I jumping? If it's true, am I jumping, then I'm not going to do anything because I'm jumping. If it's false, I'm going to play that sound 2D. Okay. Now, right now, this will only happen once. Okay. So if I compile this and save it, then I hit play. Wait, why is it? Wait, hold on. What's going on? Is jumping false? Oh, because it's false. Right. Ha ha ha. Right after I do false, I'm going to say set is jumping. That's why it kept going. Set is jumping to true because I am now jumping, or I will be soon. Compile. Once I do that, now I can only do it once. Okay, so watch this. Oh, but I'm still pushing the space button, and it's not working, and it's not working because it never changes it to false, right? Now, I'm going to pause it for a moment while I troubleshoot some things. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, so we should be going, right? I hope we're recording because this is important. So what we're going to do next is we need to change isJumping when we get to the ground. We need to change it to being false, because we're going to not jump anymore. And so one way we can do that in this particular template, and I don't know if this will always work, but this is one thing that will work, is I'm going to look at the event tick animation, or the event tick function. So when the event tick happens 60 times every second, what I want it to do, and yeah, I'm going to move a few things around a little bit, just a little bit. What I want it to do is check for Z movement, okay? I want to check it. I want to compare that Z movement of my character movement. And so I'm going to drag off from Z and say compare. Remember compare? Compare float. We're going to compare this with 0, okay? Guess what? When it's 0, that means it's stopped moving. And when it stopped moving, that means it's on the ground. If it's not moving in the Z direction, that means it has landed. If it is moving, it means it's either going up or going down. And no, it doesn't have a 0 at the very top for some weird reason that I don't know about. So someone else can tell you. So if it's 0, that means it's not jumping anymore. And that's when we can say set is jumping to false, because we are now not jumping anymore. Now this is an executable little thing, so actually what we have to do is drag it from this event tick. You know what? Let's go ahead and say, let's do this. Let's drag it from this update animation into here, and from this set back to there, because we have to stick it in the function somehow of updating the animation and the event tick. I just happened to put it in between here. You could have put it anywhere else, but we need to run all of the original branches, right? Okay, is jumping is set to false. Now when we compile that, put this away, hit play, you can hear my spacebar rattling away, right? So that means it only makes that jump noise. Wait, let's see this for a second. What happened? Ooh, there is a slight issue when I hit the wall, or the top there. It actually does go to 0. So watch this. It'll double noise. You hear that? Okay. So whatever. We'll deal with that. And that's it. And I'm gonna save all, and that will save all of my levels once I say save selected. And that is much of what we are going to do. You're obviously going to do much more, such as changing your environment, creating some ambient audio, creating more audio for your characters, and things of that nature. So, okay, hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the classroom. Bye-bye.